Collecting firsts and lasts are always important, and that holds especially true when you talk about a series as iconic as the Morgan silver dollar. These are the final Morgan dollars struck by our nation's only Southern mint, New Orleans. This is the 19040 Morgan dollar in beautiful, uncirculated condition, the final New Orleans mint Morgan dollar ever struck. It is item number 9051350. It's 9051350. And thanks to a lucky roll that we found at a recent coin show, we are just $89.95 per coin. A price that has us at least $85 less than our nearest competitor is for a beautiful uncirculated Morgan dollar from 1904. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, avccoins.com. Head up to the search bar and put 9051350. It's 9051350. And for less than $100, grab an iconic Morgan dollar that was the last of its kind. When it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always keys to any series, and this is the final Morgan dollar struck by the New Orleans Mint, one of the more unique stories in the history of the iconic Morgan silver dollar. Now let's talk about how rare this coin is today. In 1904, they struck 3.7 million total Morgan dollars. For the New Orleans Mint, that was a relatively smaller mintage. It actually came in at number 6 out of 26 total O-mint Morgan dollars. When you put it into the entire Morgan dollar series as a whole, it is a top 50 coin, almost top 40. It ranks 42 out of 96 total Morgan dollars regardless of mint of origin, or 97 if you want to count the 7 and 8 tail feathers as two separate coins. So 42 out of 97 total coins. Yet today, PCGS and NGC have certified less than 8.5% of the entire mintage from 1904 is known to exist in any condition whatsoever. That's every single grade they have, from VGs up to stunning MS64s and 5s. The actual number is just 8.2% of the entire mintage. So less than 1 in every 10 coins struck are still known to exist today in any condition whatsoever, let alone in beautiful uncirculated condition. Let's compare that to some of the other coins in this series that are considered common day O-mint Morgan dollars. The 1884 O has over 490,000 known examples, almost 491,000 known examples in any condition today. The 1885 O, over 465,870 known examples in any condition whatsoever today. This coin has almost 200,000 less than the 84 and well over 150,000 less than the 85. And we are just $89.95 per coin. Our competition has these same 1904 Morgan dollars, and they want over $175 for a beautiful uncirculated piece. While our limited supplies last, we are significantly less at just $89.95. When it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always important, and the New Orleans Mint is one of the more unique stories in the iconic Morgan dollar collection. And that's because the New Orleans Mint was known among collectors as the hand-me-down mint. This was a moniker that it earned due to all of the coin dies and presses coming second-hand from the Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Carson City mints. As a result, the coin strike quality and luster that came out of the New Orleans Mint did not meet the quality standards that we had grown accustomed to thanks to the beautiful pieces struck by the San Francisco Mint or the Philadelphia Mint. As a result, when the 1918 Pittman Act was passed and it came down time to melt these silver dollars, these O-mint Morgan dollars were among the first to be melted down. And when it came to the melt-offs for the Morgan silver dollars, the closer you got in date to 1918, the more likely those coins were to be destroyed. Because the moniker always was, the last coins in are the first coins out when it comes to melting. And as a result, very few Morgan dollars from the New Orleans Mint have existed in any condition whatsoever. And then once you add in the fact that the New Orleans Mint also had one of the more unique world histories in a sense, it's astounding that we have any of these coins that exist today whatsoever. Now, many don't know this, but the New Orleans Mint actually has been operated by 3 separate governments in the history of the U.S. It was part of the United States of America. It was then an independent Louisiana government operation, and then the Confederate States of America before coming back to the United States of America. One of the more unique stories in all of collecting, and it's some of the harder to find Morgan dollars in the series today. But let's talk about how long ago 1904 was to wrap around just how old a 119-year-old silver dollar actually is. Back in 1904, that was the year that the U.S. would buy the land that they would turn into the Panama Canal for $10 million. An astronomical sum at the time, though we can say that did pay off as quite the good investment for the United States. The Panama Canal is one of the major global apparatuses that allow us to have the economy that we do today, that allows our nation to flourish like we are. In 1904, that was also the first time the ice cream cone was invented during the Louisiana Purchase Exposition. It was also the first year that an underground line of the New York City subway would first open, one of the more iconic subway systems in the entire country, and in 1904 was the first time they put an underground line in. I couldn't even imagine those things going over the city streets. And 1904 was also the first year that the New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square would be celebrated. That is how old these stunning 1904 Morgan dollars are. Now let's put 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, avccoins.com, and grab the final Morgan dollar ever made by the New Orleans Mint, the 19040 in beautiful uncirculated condition at just $89.95. At $89.95, we are at least $95, I'm sorry, my math is off there, $85 less than our nearest competition for a beautiful uncirculated piece. In fact, at $89.95, the value is so good tonight, we are more than $36 less than our competitors' heavily circulated coins. A circulated 19040 with our competition costs over $127. We are just $89.95 for a beautiful, white, uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. The 2021 release in the Morgan Dollar series has reignited Morgan Dollar frenzy across the nation, and first and last are some of the most sought-after coins in the entire series. At more than $85 less than our nearest competition, almost 50% off, these coins are sure to disappear and disappear quickly. We only came across a few rolls pulled out at the coin show, and once they're gone, that is it. Make sure you call in now and grab this stunning end of an era silver dollar while you still can. The final Morgan dollar struck by our nation's only Southern mint in New Orleans, and it can be all yours for just $89.95. More than $85 less than our nearest competition, and more than $36 less than our competitors' heavily circulated coins. Make sure you call in now and grab yours while you still can. Coins this hard to find at this good of a value don't last long. Call in now and grab yours before they're gone.